Pardon the hair, it's a mess. I've been working. That's what you do when you have a homestead. Okay, so today we're going to do a tip on growing potatoes. This one I have here in a container. I decided I was going to do it that way. I've grown them in cardboard boxes. Didn't have a lot of good luck with that, but I might try it again this year. I grew carrots really well. Like, they grew really good. Danvers especially. So anyway, put about 4, 5, maybe 6 inches of dirt in the bottom. Put your tomato seed in, which is basically, I don't have a potato out here that's got any sprouts on it, but potato sprouts, y'all know that. Best place I got mine from was Johnny Seeds. Anyway, Southern Seed Exchange, or Southern Exposure Seed Exchange has some decent ones too. Anyway, so you plant it in the container, you cover it over with about 3 inches of dirt and keep it moist but not soggy, and then you just let it grow and it comes up, and as it grows you add some good soil to it. Like, I'm about to put some soil in here, but I'm not going to cover over the top, even though I should. It's getting some morning sunshine. I'm going to take you out and show you some in the garden that have been growing, and I just covered them over this morning. Got a lot of projects around here that need to be finished up. Hopefully this weekend we'll get some more done. Last weekend we took a break. We're working on the barn so that these two shenanigans will have a better place to stay than in the house and flying up and walking all over the dining room table. Got a mint there that I'm going to put in the ground by the olive tree. So anyway, out here we go. Through the gates and to the beds. And this is where I have my pile of dirt. Good mix. I'm lazy. I found a really good mix that grows really good vegetables, and as you can see, this bed is doing fine. I do need to do some weeding of some grass. This one is doing okay. It was a little different soil that I tried, and the one down there, the soil is just plain old too soggy, so I have to adjust the sprinklers down there. But again, these sprinklers are priceless. They are absolutely wonderful. Okay, so here's some taters, and I just put dirt over this one. It was just starting to come up, and you can see the little stalk down in here. Okay, so we're going to put the dirt back over the top of it, and it'll get water, and then it'll grow up through, and it'll keep doing that. I cover them over about 3 to 4 times and then let them go. So these guys, this one here has had its final go over, I think. I might do one more. Yeah. Let's see, I don't think there's any bugs on it. I certainly hope not. We don't seem to be having a lot of problems with bugs, so fingers crossed that continues. This one back here is about to need another over the top. I'm gonna let it grow just in about another inch, and then I'm gonna put it over the top. That mound back there has taters under it, and back there's a mound I just covered over, and these here, right there and there, they need another mound over. Put marigold in the center, kind of repel the bugs. I don't know how good that particular marigold is. I bought it at a big box store because I thought it was pretty. And why not? Because sometimes big box stores do have some nice things. You just gotta pick and choose. So yeah, my son planted some watermelons of some sort, or squash. Don't know. He likes both. And I just said, hey, here's this half over here. We're doing this experiment out here. You can run an experiment too and see what happens. And so I didn't really think he'd do it, but you know, he did. And I'm proud of him for it. So yeah, we got moles trying to come up. Okay, so that's your tip for the garden. And now the other thing that I'm just going to run down here and show you. Turnips down through here doing really good. The dill is growing like crazy. And you can see that the chickens have been in here eating the greens. And I have not stopped them much because you know what? They like the greens. And we cook them up and eat them and we like them too. But, you know, we just lost a hen. She had... we don't know what going on with her. We suspect it was from her nibbling around over by that cherry laurel tree over there. You see that bunch of old leaves and stuff there, and then that tree there, and we had to have it cut away from overhanging into our yard because caterpillars were really bad in it, and they were coming down. The chickens were showing interest. Okay, so I think maybe she took a nibble because I caught her nibbling on something one day and I stopped her. But yeah, she had all the symptoms of being poisoned, and we struggled, and we had her in that animal hospital for a day and a half, and she just couldn't get her strength back and finally gave up. And I felt so bad because I gave her the Bach remedy, gave her everything that I could figure out that I could do for myself to try to help her have some energy, and just didn't happen. So rest in peace, Miss Scamp. And so yeah, our borage back here is not real happy. It's got too much water. So this has to be adjusted. But these are things that you have to deal with when you have a homestead. Okay. Other thing you have to handle is aphids. I have to get some ladybugs because I've been coming out here and checking for aphids and then squishing them. And I imagine that the aphids are my enemies. Yeah, so squish them. Anyway, ants seem to be doing pretty good at keeping the aphids down. But I do take about a quart size spray bottle of water, and I put about 3 to 5 drops of, I don't want to see my ugly face, I want to see the plant. About 3 to 5 drops of Dawn dishwashing soap that is not the one with the antibacterial in it. It's just a regular formula. And so that's your second tip, because I spray it on here, and I'm not often seeing any more of the aphids. Hi, girls. This is Daisy. Over there is Tux, and then Fluff is she's got blonde roots. She's just so skitter-scattered and drama queen. And then these two, hey, the other neat thing, the fun thing, I was taking a wheelbarrow full of dirt over to the garden behind the house this morning, and well, we are behind the house anyway. That garden over there where the red wheelbarrow sits. And these two guys decided that they wanted a ride. They were on the handles, so I just encouraged them to get into the wheelbarrow, and they sat on top of the dirt, and I very slowly, very gently gave them a ride, and they enjoyed it. So there you go, you know. I didn't want to tenderize them too much. They need to grow a little bit more before they get turned into Christmas and Thanksgiving. Yeah. Okay, I don't see any aphid activity. So between the dawn, we have basil, we have marigold, we have mint, and we have some grass trying to grow in here too. Ick. And then this morning, I put a little tiny moringa start in here. We'll see what happens. I put one here. This tree is the Einsheimer apple. And yeah, apple, they do have a chance here in Florida because this particular species does not require as many chill hours. Are you ants getting some? Oh, there are some aphids there. Well, you ants get at them because I'm going to come back and check tomorrow morning. If you haven't eaten all the aphids, then well, I'm going to go ahead and squish them. That just makes me feel better. Okay, so real quick, started on the peach tree. I'm going to cut that little bit down there because I want it to grow tall and bush out a little bit. Not hugely tall, but and this is Florida Prince, and it does really, really well here where I live. And so we've got some marigolds, and this grass is just insistent, even though there's cardboard down there. Got a bubbler on this, so it gets the water that way. And put the mint, marigold, and right there's a little tiny moringa. So anyway, yeah, I got 65 moringa starts. And there's the girls. Yep. We've only got 4 left of the original flock. No, they're original for this place. Yeah. And the first 2 turkeys, which I doubt I'm ever going to grow again. They're just too needy. But looks like they're all out there. So, okay, let's have some fun for the last thing we do on this video. I've blathered on long enough. Oh, you guys gonna come in here with me? Tried to grow some Dioscora alata up here, but I don't think it's shown up yet. Or I just don't know what I'm looking for. That's probably it more than anything. Okay, water station. You have chickens, if you have turkeys. Lots and lots and lots of water stations if you live where it gets above 85 to 90 degrees. And we've been having 92-degree weather here. Okay, pardon the sound of the roar, but we've got fans going in here for the chickens. And the old coop. And we have jerry-rigged a board here so that the window's open, and this gives more of a little bit of a crack in here for airflow. And I haven't gotten in here and cleaned it yet this morning, so that's the next thing. I even am testing out to see if they'll sit in one of these shoe boxes. I doubt it. But let's see. We've got some good, healthy looking poop up here, so that's good. Nobody looks to be sick. Looks like somebody laid down over there. So let's grab that or look at it and see which chicken it is. So to do that, we put this down. We lift this up. One-handed. It is a little bit harder to do. And sure enough, we have an egg right next to the fake eggs. These are fake eggs that they seem to like. They're wood egg, but they have like a glossy ceramic paint thing covering on them. Okay. And so yeah, we got an egg there. And then the other thing, other place, we brought hay in to see if they'll like hay for their bedding material. I don't know if they're gonna like it or not, but I can easily take it out to the front and put it out there. And So, yeah. Shout out to Welcome to Chickenlandia channel. She has these, and I thought, hey, you know what? They look kind of cool. Maybe my chickens will like them too. So I got some. Okay, we don't have an egg in there. We don't have an egg in here. It's just the fake eggs, but this is one of our old ones that we got at Tractor Supply, I guess. I think that's where they sell them. And we even put one up here because Fluff, our bantam, she likes to go way up high. And so, yeah. And we have to adjust this. We put some dowels in because some of the chickens like the dowels. Well, now they're out here, they don't like the dowels anymore. Now that they've had the experience of having the 2x4s, they prefer the 2x4s. So we gotta modify this and take that all out. And yeah. Well, hi, Miss Daisy and Miss Tux. Try to make a little bit of a playground starting to happen in here too for when there's a storm. We've got a chicken tractor coming sometime. Don't know when the guy's going to get done. He's been slammed with a lot of people wanting chicken tractors and hoops and stuff, so we're on the list. And yeah, so we have fans in here, and during the heat of the day I bring out jugs, milk jugs that I fill like 3/4 of the way full of water after the milk's finished, and put them in the freezer for an overnight. And then I bring them out here and I sit them in front of the fans on these here old, they're pieces of, I think, the horse stall mats. I don't know, we never used them when we had horses. But I know from some of the places that our horses were trained at that, yeah, that's what it is. So I'm using them for putting things like the food containers and water stuff, so that there's plenty of areas. I got to get some more waters in here. So what you up to, Miss Daisy? Oh, there you go, big girl. Mm-hmm. Are you gonna go on up? Gonna go hang out with the pecker and peeper? And this underlayment stuff here this weekend is probably going to come down. Just seems to help this become a sauna in the hot afternoons. Oh, so Tux, you're gonna come in here and join the party, huh? Yeah? Uh-huh. Well, Daisy's telling you to come on over there. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, so you've done your thing, huh? Alrighty, well, I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Just a little bit of cuteness. Take this egg in the house. Hello, Miss Summer. You want to go in the barn? It's a little cooler in there than it is out here. Yup. Oh my, get a little bit of wind. Ooh, that wind feels good. A little bit of coolness to it. It's not really wind, it's just a breeze, but you can see the leaves on the sycamore tree going. We'll buy Burnhams out there to work as a windbreak. Little chestnuts are starting to show some leaves here. Gonna bring in some oaks and kind that produce food for birds. All the plants we're bringing in are either food for us or food for the birds. I've been thinking about changing the name of Tava Ridge to For the Birds, but somebody else has it, so Somebody else has top of ridge too, or top of the ridge, I think is what it is. So I gotta think of a good name for this place, you know? 'Cause we are at the top of a ridge, and once again, I'll show you the view out there. Of course, with all the trees and everything budding out now and leafing out, can't really see the view as good as in the wintertime. But hey, it's still a beautiful view. It's still a beautiful place to live. I'd like it if it was quieter, but hey, I was put here for a reason, so yeah. Okay, cuteness quotient for the day has been met. I challenge all of you to plant a plant in the ground, start with a seed, or go to a place, a nursery, get a native plant for your area, or yeah, even a big box store. They have basil, they have oregano, which are good for you, and lots of other good stuff too. It's you can get the burpees, they're non-GMO. Got mine at what was it? I think it was Home Depot that I got them for $1.98 for a plant. Yep. So you take it home, you put it in the ground, you run that dirt through your fingers, and you know, just take your shoes off and wiggle your toes in the grass or the dirt. You'd be surprised how much better it'll make you feel. And the world won't be such a crazy, ridiculous place that it has become. So, see ya later.